In October 2005, in adjusted terms, the Suzlon Energy stock was at 127 rupees. In January 2008, it made a high of 417. Amid the 2008 global market crash, it slid into double digits and traded at 86 rupees in October 2008. Then, in June 2013, it fell into single digits to about 9 rupees. And amid the COVID-19 crash, it made an all-time low of 1.58 rupees in March 2020. Now, the latest stock price as of August 16, 2024 is rupees 80. The stock has returned 46% over the last 1 month and has risen almost 300% over 1 year. The stock is among the best performers of the BSE 500 across 1 year, 3 years and 5 years. Now, what could be a better example of the proverbial stock market roller coaster? Hello and welcome to ET Money's YouTube channel. Today, we are going to talk about Suzlon Energy and what makes it a thrilling stock. But not just this, we will also analyze this company for you so that you can decide whether you should invest in it or not. But before I start, let me request you to subscribe to this channel if you aren't already a subscriber. And don't forget to press the bell icon so you never miss a video from us. Alright, let's start with a brief background of Suzlon so that we can understand the reasons for the volatility in the stock price. There's an interesting anecdote about the founding of Suzlon. Suzlon was founded by late Tulsi Tanti. Tanti was a mechanical engineer who was running his family textile business in Surat, Gujarat. Now, he was looking for a cheap and reliable source of electricity for his business, so in 1994, he purchased 2 wind turbines and produced his own electricity. Other business owners showed interest in the solution, which inspired Tanti to exit the textile business and found Suzlon Energy in 1995. Now, Suzlon Energy provided a complete package of wind energy services. The company set up wind turbine generators across the country, crossing the 100 megawatt installed capacity mark between 1996 and 2000. Between 2001 and 2005, the company went global and started its global operations in the US, Germany, China, Australia and Denmark. The company was listed on Indian stock exchanges in 2005. In terms of installed capacity, it ranked 5th in the world among wind turbine manufacturers. Now, the company also made a series of acquisitions to grow inorganically. In 2006, it acquired Hansen Transmissions, a Belgian gearbox maker for wind turbines, for $565 million. In 2007, it bought a controlling stake in Senvion, a German wind turbine maker, for $1.6 billion. Now, until this point in time, everything seemed to be going in Suzlon's favor. But then the tide turned. The global financial crisis hit the world economy and Suzlon was impacted too. The debt it had taken to finance its acquisitions started to haunt the company. The government's policies towards wind energy also changed, which also impacted Suzlon. Plus, it started facing competition from solar energy. There was also a crisis on the business front. Suzlon's wind turbines developed cracks and the company had to pay the damages. Now, as a result of all of this, the company slid into losses. It also found it difficult to service its debt obligations. Now, to solve this crisis, the company sold off Hansen and Senvion in 2011 and 2014. It also got help from Sun Pharma's Dilip Sanghvi, who bought a 23% stake in the company for 1800 crores in 2015. Suzlon also negotiated with its lenders and got its debt restructured in 2020. In 2022, Tulsi Tanti passed away and his brothers Mr. Vinod Tanti and Mr. Girish Tanti took over the company. They further accelerated the asset sale to pull the company out of its crisis. In 2022, the company also came with a rights issue of 1200 crore rupees. In 2023, it raised capital through a qualified institutional placement. Now, due to management's efforts, the company succeeded in reducing its debt to just 110 crores at the end of FY24. Now, due to this massive reduction in debt and hence interest payments, the company returned to profitability. The stock market took note of these developments and Suzlon stock skyrocketed. The company also crossed 1 lakh crore in market cap. In sum, Suzlon case tells us the perils of debt and debt-fueled growth. In favorable times, this strategy can yield quick results and catapult a company to new heights. However, when times change, this strategy can also spell doom for the company. Now, thankfully for Suzlon, the company seems to have learned this lesson the hard way and may be turning around. Now, turnaround stocks tend to have high return potential, and that explains Suzlon's mega returns over the last couple of years. Now, if you'd like to learn more about spotting turnaround stocks, you can check our video on that. The link is in the description. Alright, let's now take a look at the Suzlon's business. Suzlon Energy is a renewable energy solution provider with a focus on wind energy. Overall, Suzlon has installed over 20.8 gigawatts of wind energy in 17 countries. In India, its installed capacity stands at 14,820 megawatts. The company has over 111 wind farms in the country, and it has 32% share of India's installed wind capacity. Now, Suzlon has a concept to commissioning model with its presence across the entire value chain, from feasibility studies to the manufacture and installation of wind turbines to operations and management of wind sites. Now, the company's product portfolio includes 3 wind turbine generators, the S144, the S133 and the S120. Now, in FY24, the company's wind turbine generator business generated a revenue of 4215 crores and an operating profit of 196 crore. The company is also active in the solar space, having installed and commissioned 340 megawatts across various states. It is working on offering wind-solar hybrid solutions and has registered a 1500 megawatt wind-solar hybrid park in Rajasthan. Now, on the services front, Suzlon oversees wind turbine generator assets of over $10 billion globally and provides operations and maintenance services for wind turbine generators manufactured by other companies. In FY24, Suzlon's OMS or Operations and Maintenance Services division generated revenue of 17,980 crores and an operating profit of 721 crores. Now, Suzlon's fully owned subsidiary SE Forge supplies fully furnished castings and forgings. Its products find application in a wide range of industries including wind, power, oil and gas, transportation, mining, etc. Now, in FY24, SE Forge reported a revenue of 483 crore and an operating profit of 76 crores. So, wind turbine generators, OMS and SC Forge are Suzlon's 3 main divisions. Margin-wise, the OMS division has the best performance. In FY24, its margin stood at over 40%. Now, the company's main division, which is the wind turbine generator division, has a lower margin profile. In FY24, its operating margin was just 4.65%. The SC Forge division operates at a healthy margin of about 15%. Alright, let's now take a look at the company's financials. Let's begin with the company's revenue and earnings. Between 2019 and 2024, the company's revenues increased from about 5,000 crores to over 6,500 crore. That's an annual growth rate of 5%, which may not seem very exciting, but over the last 3 years, this number has increased by an attractive 25%. Now, the company's operating profit or profit before interest, depreciation and tax has risen from 41 crores in 2019 to over 1,000 crore now. That's a growth rate of 92% per annum. Over 3 years, the growth rate is 24% per annum. Now, the company was loss-making in 2019. In 2024, it registered a profit after tax of 660 crores. That's down from 2,800 crores in 2023, but do know that an exceptional item of 2,700 crores also artificially inflated the profit in 2023. Now, on a 3-year basis, the profit has grown at 87% per annum. Overall, the company's improving profitability is visible in its numbers. Alright, let's take a look at its net worth or equity and debt. Now, Suzlon's net worth has improved from about negative 8,500 crores to about 3,900 crores. At the same time, its debt has fallen from about 11,500 crores to just 110 crores in 2024. Now, by dividing the debt by equity, we get the debt to equity ratio. Now, Suzlon's current debt to equity ratio is just 0.03, a very comfortable situation to be in. Now, when adjusted against the cash on its book, the company is debt-free and has net cash of 1,100 crores as of FY24. Now, as far as the company's cash flows from operations are concerned, they are positive but have fallen lately. The company's operating margin and return on capital employed show a healthy trend too. Overall, the key financial metrics are quite good for Suzlon, and hint at a turnaround in progress. But finances alone aren't enough. One also needs to check the valuations. Let's look at them now. Assessing the valuations of a turnaround stock like Suzlon is tricky. That's because the past valuation figures of such companies may not reflect their present and future worth. If we check the Suzlon's PE against its historical average and median, the current PE of 126 is at a steep premium to its 5-year average of 23. Now, in absolute terms also, a PE of 126 is surely on the higher side. However, the company had been in loss for a major period of time, so PE is not valid for such periods. Let's assess the company's valuations in terms of PB or price to book value. In terms of PB, the stock is trading at a steep premium. The current PB is about 26 and the 5-year PB is 5. But do note that for a significant period, Suzlon's net worth was negative. So that's what's affecting the average figure. Still, in absolute terms, a PB of 25 is very much on the higher side. Even asset-light businesses don't have such high PB values. Let's check another valuation metric, which is market cap to sales. Since market cap and sales can't be negative, this measure should give us some insight. The company's current market cap to sales of 15.13 is quite higher than its 5-year average of 2.92. Now, this suggests that the company's stock has risen much faster than its sales. Alternatively, the company's sales growth has to be really good to match its steep valuations now. So, if the company disappoints with its growth, well, the stock can fall as quickly as it has risen. All in all, Suzlon's valuations don't give much comfort at the moment, and a lot of optimism seems to have been baked into the stock price. The company has its work cut out for it. And this makes it crucial to assess the industry and business outlook. Now, the worldwide emphasis on clean and green energy is no news. India also has an ambitious Panchamrit plan for renewable energy. It includes 500 gigawatts of non-fossil fuel energy by 2030, 1 billion ton reduction in carbon emissions by 2030, net zero emissions by 2070, 45% reduction in emissions intensity of the economy by 2030, 50% renewables in the energy mix by 2030. Now, India ranks 4th in the world in terms of its wind energy installations. Its installed wind capacity is likely to reach 122 gigawatts by 2030-132, and Suzlon will play a major role in this. The government also plans to conduct 10 gigawatts of exclusive wind tenders every year until 2027 to boost wind energy. Now, Suzlon's domestic order book has grown at a healthy rate, and as of June 2024 stands at 3,800 megawatts, the highest ever. This is almost 6 times higher than that in March 2023. Globally, 117 gigawatts of wind energy installations happened in calendar year 23. This was 50% more than calendar year 2022. Now, for the next 5 years, the global wind outlook remains strong and the annual installations are expected to reach 180 gigawatts by 2028. Now, this rapid pace of orders coupled with improving fundamentals is a major reason for the massive returns delivered by the Suzlon stock. In a video that we published a couple of months ago, we discussed a framework for picking renewable energy or clean energy stocks. If you are interested in more Suzlon-like companies, you can check that video. So, should you invest in Suzlon? Let's see. Now, there are quite a few things going for Suzlon. It has tidied up its financials and retired its debt. It belongs to a booming sector, it is an old name in the segment and is an industry leader, and so on. But the stock seems to have already raised, thus discounting the prospects for years to come. Now, coupled with this is Suzlon's peculiar shareholding pattern, where the promoters are minority shareholders and the majority stake is held by public shareholders. Among public shareholders, about 21% stake is held by foreign portfolio investors and about 38% is held by individuals. Domestic funds hold just about 4%. Now, can this create a problem in the future where another company attempts a hostile takeover, resulting in a management change? Well, one can't be sure, but it looks like the Suzlon thriller will have more twists and turns in the future too. And that's what makes it worth watching. In the comment section, please let us know what you think about this. Also, please let us know whether you would like to invest in Suzlon and why. Now, if you need financial data on Suzlon or any other listed stock, you can find it on ET Money. Just type the company name in the search bar and hit enter. And with this, we have come to the end of this video. I hope you found it useful, and if you did, please do share it with your friends and family. I'll be back soon with another video. Till then, take care.
Investment in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.